26B2B and 37E are Federal Rules of Civil Procedure concerning discovery of electronically stored evidence. If they want to get all the ESI that their opponents say has been deleted, and it has, but it may still exist. The most critical federal rule for state court litigators to understand regarding ESI on 26B2, parties who rely on 26B2 to say that ESI sources are not reasonably accessible must disclose the existence of those sources to the other side. Corporations rely on 26B2B in deciding that, okay, well, certain sources of information are too expensive to look at. It's an undue burden. It's an unreasonable expense. So they don't even look to certain sources of information. In federal court, they are required to identify those sources that they're not looking at because of undue burden or cost. State courts may not have this rule. So in state courts, parties who are requesting discovery may never find out that the responding party did not look at certain sources and yet still certified that they had looked for documents and they had all been deleted. The other rule that state court litigators should understand from the federal courts is ESI Safe Harbor Rule 37E, which protects parties that have lost electronically stored information. If ESI that should have been preserved for litigation is lost because a party failed to take reasonable steps to preserve it and it cannot be restored or replaced through additional discovery, sanctions are generally limited to those necessary to cure the prejudice. More punitive sanctions are allowed only if the spoliating party acted with intent to deny another party with the use of the information in litigation. When lawsuits commence or are reasonably anticipated, litigants have a common law duty to preserve evidence. In future videos, we'll talk about the duty of preservation, specifically within the context of electronically stored information. Welcome to my eSpoliation channel. I hope you've enjoyed this video about why state court litigators need to understand the federal rules of civil procedure regarding ESI. Subscribe below.